Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi here. Weather in 5 days and 5 minutes. Brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware, 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, New York, just north of the Southern State Parkway. It's the best place to go for all your winter weather needs to get through all those winter storms we'll be dealing with. And that includes items like rock salt, Long Island's largest rock salt provider, along with Petalo, the Petalo flakes and pellets, mag pellets and flakes, all to do your snow melting for you. And they got shovels too if you want to take that route. That's 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon. And the telephone number is 631-756-1125, omnitruevalue.com. We had a fair amount of rain overnight, many places getting over an inch of rain, and you still see that we have a lot of clouds on the satellite loop to get through. There's some nice weather back across the Great Lakes and the western parts of the Ohio and middle and lower Mississippi Valley for that matter, but we're still having to push this frontal zone through. And on the bottom end of this is Tropical Storm Eta, and that is a big plus in that it got caught by the southwest flow in the upper atmosphere and moved it along rather than have it lingering in the Gulf of Mexico, because that would have probably put the second half of the weekend in play. Instead, we're looking at Saturday going to be a good day, and Sunday should be okay. The next cold front's not going to be arriving till Sunday night. And here's Eta on the loop. It's really not all that impressive. You certainly can see the swirl, the low-level circulation, about to now move off the northeast coast of Florida and head into the southwestern Atlantic Ocean and get caught by that frontal zone, and it moves on out to sea. Meanwhile, we've got some more rain on the radar that is building up back down in Delaware and through much of Virginia, North Carolina, that's moving northeastward. We've got to get this boundary to just kind of slide a little bit more to the southeast. And once it does that, we can get this rain out of the way. But as we go through the afternoon and into this evening, there still could be another period or two of rain to work through. And here's the situation on the surface map. The cold front has moved through New England and most of New Jersey and Pennsylvania, now about to move offshore, and there's a little ripple of low pressure back down in Virginia that is moving along it. And of course, on the tail end of it is the tropical storm Eta and the cold front that is to the west of that. So Eta is going to get caught up in this frontal zone. It'll be pushed well out to the south and east. And again, it's just a matter of getting through the last of the precipitation. So between whatever we get this afternoon and then another cold front that approaches and moves through here for Sunday night, we could wind up with another quarter to a half an inch of rain on top of what has already fallen, and still some significant rains going on in the Carolinas, down into South Carolina and offshore, and then heading out to the northeast from there. Also, notice big rains around the Pacific Northwest, and we've got some activity also around the Great Lakes to expect rain-wise or liquid precipitation-wise, because some of this is going to be in the form of snow down the road. So let's take you through the next couple of days before we go a little long range, and we can watch on our latest GFS model, which is coming in now, Eta on the southern end. By this evening, you can see that frontal boundary shifts a little bit further to the east, and even more so tonight. So we should start to see some improvement. Now, tomorrow morning, there's one last upper air disturbance to work through, an upper trough, and that's why you're seeing a couple of showers there tomorrow morning over parts of northern New Jersey, northeastern Pennsylvania to southern New England, and they actually get enhanced during the afternoon as a low. Some of that is Eta, some of that is a non-tropical system that absorbs Eta. That low starts to get going a little bit, so there could be one last surge of precip from northeast New Jersey to southern New England. Everywhere south and west of there tomorrow should be okay, and then it moves on out to the northeast. Chilly high pressure builds in for Saturday, and then that high is going to move offshore, and then on Sunday, we've got a rather strong low in the western Great Lakes. And you can see that area of showers that comes down from the Great Lakes down into Kentucky and Tennessee. That front pushes eastward. So Sky-wise, I think for Saturday, we'll have sunshine. Sunday, look for maybe some early sun and arriving clouds. Temperatures both days will be just in the 50s. We've gotten so used to 70-degree highs and record-breaking temperatures. That's coming to an end. And take a look at all the isobars that are showing up there throughout the western Great Lakes and into the northern plains. We have a situation here that's going to mean for a tight pressure gradient setting up for later Sunday night and through the first half of next week. Our front might produce a couple of showers as early as Sunday afternoon in eastern Pennsylvania, and then they should reach the coast late in the afternoon and evening. And after that, as the front goes by, we are going to get into windy conditions and much colder conditions, in fact, as we move into Monday and Tuesday. I'm thinking temperatures are going to have a tough time Monday and Tuesday getting out of the 40s and quite possibly even the low to mid 40s come Tuesday. So our front goes by. We're going to have some gusty winds to deal with. There's your high moving offshore. There's some missing data from the old run. I'll have to go back one more so that we can see what's happening here. And we'll roll it back. So there's your front that comes through for Sunday. Gusty winds. I think we might wind up with some wind advisories here on Monday. And then we see that low just taking its time getting out of the way. Lake effect snows will be getting underway during Monday in upstate New York and western and northern Pennsylvania. And then we have a little upper air disturbance for Tuesday that comes down and produces a little bit of snow and rain shower activity as that goes by during Tuesday afternoon and evening. And then once that's done, we can finally get high pressure to build in and maybe some nice weather for the second half of next week. So look for a big chill down coming. A rather shocking change of temperatures here from the 70s and the record highs that we had 6 days in a row in New York City and Philadelphia and in other places, 6 days in a row of 70-degree highs. And that has set records on many of those days. But just the fact that we had 6 days straight of 70-plus temperatures for highs was record setting in and of itself. So that's how unusual our weather has been. The Joe and Joe show will be back tonight at 7:30 Eastern time. We had trouble last night because of the YouTube crash. So we were trying to go live, but we were not able to. And we had meteorologist Bill Goodman from the National Weather Service in Upton, New York on to talk about the winter. So we taped a show, which we tried to air and then discovered that we were missing audio. So bottom line is Bill's going to come back at some point in the next week. We haven't figured out a date yet. We're going to redo it, and we'll have that winter weather forecast for meteorologist Bill Goodman for you up. Just be patient. It'll be up sometime in the next several days or maybe into the early part of next week. So see you tonight on the Joe and Joe Weather Show at 7:30 Eastern Time.